Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Dream back to another trucking video for you guys today. And for those of you guys that haven't seen my last video, I ended up quitting CR England. So obviously I'm not with them anymore. I ended up joining another trucking company, and you guys guessed it, it is JB Hunt. So in this video, I'm going to update you guys because I've only been with them for 2 weeks, but I made this kind of video for CR England. So I want to make the same thing for JB Hunt. And it's basically like, let's say you want to get into the trucking industry and you want to join JB Hunt and you come across this video. Hopefully this video helps you out, at least with my experience, because I just recently started as well. So in this video, obviously I'm going to cover that. I'm going to cover the steps I took to join CR England. I mean, the steps I took to join JB Hunt, the process, my first paycheck, and how it's going so far. I've only been with them for about 2 weeks now, and I'm still with my trainer, so I'll mention that throughout the video. So what is the process of joining JB Hunt? I found them on Indeed. And for those of you guys that don't know, Indeed is an app that helps you look for jobs and stuff like that. I found CR England through Indeed. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it again. And I found JB Hunt as well. And I spoken to the recruiter a couple times and everything seemed good. I didn't even know there was a $15,000 bonus, sign-up bonus, when I applied the first time. It took about the second time speaking with the recruiter for me to find out there's a $15,000 bonus. So if you're joining, just ask them about any sign-up bonus, because it might be different. I know another person that got just a $10,000 bonus, and I got a $15,000. It depends on the position you apply for with JB Hunt. For me, I am part of the inner module and a daily inner module driver, so I get to go home every single day. I'm in a day cab and everything is local, so I never get out of California, and I only drive around maybe like 150-mile radius from the terminal. And I'm part of something called weekend rep, and that basically just means that I work on weekends. Those kinds of people generally tend to make a little bit more money because you're working the weekends, you're working nights and stuff like that. You could get more done because there's not much traffic on the weekends, right? And just to give you guys ideas, there's another account that works from Monday through Friday, and then you have the weekend off. But their pay, it's almost the same, but it's just slightly lower. Obviously, speak with your recruiter depending on what kind of position you would like to start, right? But just to let you know, I am part of weekend wrap, and I work Saturdays and Sundays. My home time are 2 full days, and my home time is Wednesdays and Thursdays every single week, so it doesn't change. And I've gone through one home time so far, and it's amazing. You know, I'm used to just 34-hour reset and then go back to work. No, this one you have 2 days plus you start whatever time you normally start. So for me right now with trainer, I'm starting at 4 p.m. we finish around maybe midnight or 1 p.m 2 p.m I mean 2 in the morning, only for training. Obviously, once your shift starts, you're gonna want to do more hours, or it all depends on you, right? But I've been blabbing too much about position and stuff like that. But once I spoken with the recruiter and everything, they sent you a bunch of videos, right, that you have to complete before you even attend orientation. And in these videos, they're basically safety videos, compliance videos, like harassment videos and stuff like that, right? And very easy, very common sense questions as well. After each video, there's about 1 or 2 questions at the end, but like I said, very common sense. The answers are basically in the videos, and the videos are probably like 30 seconds long, depending on the video, maybe like a minute or 2, it depends. Just to give you guys that information, right? And once I finish those videos, keep in mind, you are getting paid for watching those videos, and I'll mention that when I mention the pay in a little bit. So I finished watching those videos, and around that time of watching those videos, they send me to go do a pee test and a hair molecule test. So both of those tests were done in the same day, in the same location, and I have nothing to worry about because, you know, I'm clean, so I had nothing to worry about. And once I finished all the videos, they sent me to orientation. I had an orientation day already scheduled, and I had to finish the videos before I even attended. So once I went to orientation, it's 2 full days, right? It's like 8 hours. It depends. It could be shorter, but it just depends on the size of the classroom and stuff like that. But you're just in the classroom, you're going over paperwork, you're signing stuff, you're doing things that you normally do in orientation, right? Let me pull over because I'm right outside the terminal, and I have 20 minutes left before I could clock in, or before it's time for me to clock in, right? So I'm gonna take advantage of it and just record this video in peace. Okay, so the 2 days of orientation, and keep in mind, during orientation and during your training with a trainer, you're getting paid $20 an hour. So it's not bad, you know. It's a good start. I wasn't complaining, especially when I saw the check, because it was more than I was expecting, honestly. But then I remembered they are paying you for watching those videos even before you attend the orientation. So that's a little bit of a little bonus on top of that as well, right? So I finished the orientation, but I'm sorry, on the second day of orientation, they sent me to do another test. But this one isn't like knowledge test or nothing like that. This one involves them putting like patches on your shoulders, on your neck, on your back, and stuff like that. I believe it measures like your muscles, your muscle tissues and stuff like that. I don't want to get too much in depth because I don't really know, but I'm assuming it's for like insurance purposes, right? And I did the same test with CR England, so I already knew what kind of test it was, and very simple to do, right? The third day, which was the day that I went with my trainer, I didn't drive at all. Obviously, they don't know what experience you have, and I have 10 months of experience with CR England. I believe in general with JB Hunt, you have to have at least maybe 3 months of commercial license experience, or having it for at least 3 months. I could be wrong, but just make sure you obviously speak with your recruiter, because the other person in the orientation with me had 3 months and they left from another company, and I think they needed to have at least 3 months to be able to join JB Hunt. So just make sure you check that before you give them a call. I mean, before you start planning on attending. So that first day with the trainer, obviously I didn't drive. I was just passenger, and he did his route. He was going to his normal route, which would be every day. It's a little bit different, of course, but he showed me what I have to look for, where I have to look for things in the rail yards, where I have to look for things like with the BOL, the pins, and everything. So it was pretty good. Even though I had 10 months of experience with CR England, I've never been to a rail yard. And right here, it's inner modules. So I'm going to rail yards almost every single day. And I didn't have that experience. So obviously I learned a lot these last few days with my trainer. On the second day, that's when I finally got to start driving. And in this day, once you start with your second day and you start driving, very simple. You just start doing the loads. You start learning about how to do the information on your phone. And I've noticed that on JB Hunt, at least for my time here, I use my phone more than I do in CR England. Right here, you use it a little bit more to, like, obviously message dispatch, to look at your next load, to look at your current load. Yes, you do have a Qualcomm kind of like device, but I tend to use my phone a little bit more, way more actually. I only use my Qualcomm to sign in, maybe GPS, and sign out. That's about it, honestly. One cool thing that I did not expect at all was how easy it is to get rid of a load. I was surprised when I heard about it. I didn't think it was true, but like the first couple of days, we did a few loads with my trainer, and he told me, hey, just message dispatch to remove our next load. That way we could go home and, you know, enjoy our time off before our next shift, right? I messaged dispatch, no questions asked. They removed the load. They gave it to somebody else. That easy. I did not expect it to be that easy. And of course, the trainer tells you, the classroom teacher tells you that like, hey, if you're feeling tired, if you have something to do if some plans come up or something, and you need to leave early, or you want to leave early from work. You could just message them about to remove a load. Obviously, you're not going to want to come into work, do like 4 hours, and then request them to clear your loads, right? Just be reasonable with that, but that is allowed. I've done it twice with the trainer so far because I was told to. And you know, I'm not complaining because I kind of enjoy it, you know. And the next few days after I started driving, I mean, I've been driving so far since the second day, and every day it's a little bit different. But you end up signing up in the rail yards. You have to register. That way you're able to go in and out of the rail yards without any issues. And it's very interesting, but there's a lot of things you have to remember. You have to remember your driver code, which is the alpha code, your gas pin code, your there's a lot of other, like your driver code as well, which is different from the alpha code. It's a lot of little things that you have to remember, and in the beginning it's a little bit difficult, but obviously the more you do it, the better you get. I feel confident with going by myself without a trainer now, because I pretty much have everything down so far. And I didn't even expect a day cab driver to be very easy, like driving a day cab, because I did a blindside parking, and super easy, because obviously you have that window right behind you. But I ended up getting my first check. I'm gonna end this video with this topic. So I ended up getting my first check on Thursday. You get paid on Thursdays, at least here, right? The pay period is from Sunday to Saturday, and since I only on my first check only managed to get from Wednesday to Thursday, which was my 2 days of orientation, and Friday and Saturday, which was the last day of the pay period, I only got 4 days into my check, right? 2 days of orientation and 2 days with a trainer. And I ended up getting just barely over $1,000 gross. $1,000 gross for 4 days. But the thing is, there was no sign-up bonus added onto that $1,000 gross. I ended up doing that because, one, they're paying you $20 an hour. Two, I ended up getting that bonus for watching those videos before the orientation. So it's a pretty good bonus. It's and it was a pretty good check, actually. I honestly did not expect it to even hit 1,000 in my training stages. And I haven't even driven like by myself without a trainer, and that was only 4 days. So I'm pretty excited about this next check coming up. It's gonna have a full 5 days. Yes, it's gonna be a 5 days with my trainer still, but I mean, seeing from the first check, it's not bad at all. It's not like in the 500s, which how I started off. I'm not gonna mention it, but really awesome, really easy, really good pay so far. Keep in mind during training. And once again, that does not even include the $15,000 sign-up bonus. Just keep in mind that $15,000 sign-up bonus, it's obviously they're not going to pay it to you right at once. It's going to be in payments every week, but obviously throughout the first year you're going to get the $15,000. That's in my case. I don't know if they still have the $15,000 or if it's $10,000 or $5,000. No, I don't know. Just obviously, if you're planning on joining, just ask them, because for me it was a surprise. Maybe if you let them know, they might be like, hey, oh yeah, you're right. So yeah, I gotta start going into the lot already. I'm gonna meet with my trainer. I only have 2 days left with my trainer, today and tomorrow, and then I have home time for 2 days. Once I come back from my home time, I am a free man. I get to drive by myself, start making more money. I didn't mention the pay and stuff. Shit, this video is already long, but I did mention it on my last video. But for weekend wrap drivers, we're making about 52 cents per mile, $39 per drop in hook, $55 per live load or live unload. Of course, you get paid your detention pay. You're getting paid activity pay, so it's obviously not just miles. It's like waiting or live loads, drop and hook and stuff like that. Just everything you do is paid as well. So if you have to drive and you're bobtailing, you have to go pick up an empty and you have to bring it to the lot or something, it's like 20 bucks or 15 bucks. It's all in the manual. all of that information will be in the packets that they give you in orientation, or you could always ask. But yeah, if you're planning on joining JB Hunt, hopefully this video was helpful. Like I said, I made the same kind of video for CR England. Hopefully you guys are not like, you're trading CR England for JB Hunt. No, I'm just sharing my experience, and obviously me being with JB Hunt now, obviously I'm gonna make a video. So my future with this channel, obviously I'm gonna keep making trucking videos. I'm going to be trying to making more like training style videos, and now that I'm intermodule, I might even make a few videos about that as well, in case you guys are interested in joining or intermodule in that case with whatever company. So hopefully this video helped you guys. I'm seeing a lot of trucks pass by, so that means it's time to go.